Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of my local to global TNA 2001. In the last episode, we lost money for the first time in I think about 16 months, but that's on the back of having a lot of money spent on workers trying to get the NWA World title onto our main guy. All right, and here we are on the day of the show, April 20th, Just Blaze. Gotta get that out of the way. Someone's gonna make the joke. UDG went bankrupt. Is that the same world title change? Yep, it is. So John Cena signed a deal with NWA Florida. UDG went bankrupt. John Cena signed a deal with new Ring of Honor. The thing is set up as cheap. Nobody's getting the night off. Venue 114. Hell, even with everything going to hell. The economy's going down, the industry's going to hell. I'm still making more fans. That's sweet. 114 people, booking meeting. I spent it all. I don't think I used any of that last show. Scotty Riggs came up with an angle, probably for himself. CM Punk got in an argument with Colt Cabana. They're supposed to be friends. Jamie Dundee, I am firing you. I've had enough of you. You're out. Mikey Henderson is upset with your decision calling it harsh. Did I ask you, Mikey, do I need to have you do the job, to do the JOB? How's the backstage? Average. I just was like, no, get him out of here. The NWA title, I am bringing in the women's title and Unreal. How much is that going to cost me? $160. That's not bad. But I don't really want you, so I'm not going to, and you still have those belts. I'm not even going to bother paying. It's just an exorbitant amount of money. With that said, wow, and now Simon Diamond's stable is down to just him and James Storm. So as long as James Storm doesn't get signed anywhere, he'll still have a tag team partner, but wow. Not a great series of events. WWE swooped in, ate up a bunch of talent, and I've just fired Jamie Dundee. Although he got into a fight with a guy. I should have fired him last time, but I just had him do the job. And that didn't change anything, so now he's fired. But I will meet up with you again when the show is booked. All right, and here we are with weekly event number 24. We are switching it up. 113 paying customers to witness the opening X Division match. Jason Cross versus Sanjay Dutt in singles competition. Jason Cross defeats Sanjay Dutt in about 11 and a half minutes with a shooting star leg drop. Jason Cross was by far and away the best in-ring performer in this match. A 38 wrestling rating, a 20 crowd rating, a 36 overall match rating. Followed this up with a women's title match. Alexis Lurie defeats Simply Luscious in 6 minutes and 21 seconds by pinfall with a tornado DDT. Alexis Lurie wins the NWA World Women's title. A 31 segment rating. We head into the next match. AJ Styles comes out once again, issues the open challenge, and out comes Ken Anderson, who we have not seen since he defeated Doug Gilbert and Cassidy O'Reilly. He answers the challenge despite technically being a heavyweight, but the X Division has no limits. You can go up or down. You can be a heavyweight and come down and fight for it, even if you'd be mostly killing these guys, but I suppose we'll find out who's killing who, because the match goes on and AJ Styles defeats Ken Anderson in a great match, all things considering. My God, Styles, you carried that match, you absolute king. A 48, a 69 in-ring performance, nice. And Ken Anderson was at 29. You dragged him up to be competitive in this match. A phenomenal showcase. And now we have our two best promo guys that we can reasonably afford come out. John Cena basking in the NWA World Heavyweight title, and CM Punk comes in later on in the promo, challenges him to a match right then and there, and Cena accepts. A fighting champion he is, and they have a match. Superb wrestling. John Cena defeats CM Punk in just over 15 minutes with a Blue Thunder side slam. John Cena defends the title for the third time since he's won it, twice in other promotions and the first time here. CM Punk carried that match in terms of in-ring wrestling ability, but a 47 is the match rating, and good show all throughout. I did that. Come on now. A 47, I'm still going to take that. Address the locker room, AJ, you mad lad. You really did carry that match. And I'm actually going to go out. I'm going to give it to Cena, but it should really go to CM Punk. That he carried that match more than anything. And we made $64. That's what we want to see. With an extra 10 people in the arena, we made $60, and now we are officially making money every single time we run a show, as long as we don't do anything curious. We are at 10 popularity points. If we go up to 11, the ticket prices go up, so we'll make even more money from ticket prices, so we'll be rolling a little bit more dough. No spillover anywhere, so that's a little unfortunate. We head out of the day onto Monday morning. We did get, oh god, a lot of WWE stuff. It makes me curious. Oh, Jamie Dundee is not a fan of me. That's fine. We are sitting at about $840 of profit so far, and we still got another 10 days to go. So I'm going to skip ahead to the end of the month. Oh, we did get some spillover. Mid-Atlantic and Mid-South both went up a point. So that doesn't show up right away, huh? None in Canada, none in Mexico, none anywhere else, but I will gladly take that. That, in my mind, very, very good. But I'm going to go back to the original thing. We're going to skip ahead to the end of the month and see what our finances look like at that point. I'll see you there. All right, here we are at the end of the month of April, and some stuff, Stone Cold is injured and unhappy. Oh, thank God. Amazing red went from skinny to toned. I forgot I had you, I'm not going to lie, because I think I got to pay for your travel. Yeah, I do, don't I? Yep. So, I just haven't bothered to use you since, when did I actually last use you? I don't even know. Company, TNA. Oh, it doesn't let you actually spell it out. There we go. All the years. I had you lose to Abyss in the second show, and I've never used you since. Cool. So yeah, I just have people on there here that are like that. The Jamie Dundee stuff we already knew about. We made $1,200 last month. And, according to a sponsorship, we should be making about $1,500. 1,500 schmeckles. And we'll see if that actually comes to pass. But if that's true, we might very well see ourselves out of debt. Maybe not at the end of this episode, but at the end of the next one. Of course, you know what that means. I'm immediately bringing Jeff back to fight John Cena. 200 days until we are simpatico on that. Still about 6 shows yet before we're finished with that. So that'll be in about November. I was hoping for October. No, it'll be November. But when that's done, we won't have to worry about god-awful women's matches anymore. We can actually have longer matches, which some of these guys, the X Division guys, should be doing. And that'll be a load off my shoulders when it comes to actually booking some of these shows, because I can actually do it without a penalty. But I'm trying to do it now, and shockingly enough, there's not much of a penalty now. If we go to best matches, it is, AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn, and AJ Styles and CM Punk. If you look at the top 10 matches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them have AJ Styles. 2 of them have John Cena, and the other one is Jeff Jarrett and Steve Corino. So that should tell you all you need to know. Welcome to the date of the show. WWE just rewarded The Rock. He went to WCW. When did you do that? He's retired. He's a retired wrestler, but he joined WCW. Oh my God. He got hired by WCW and said, I'm making movies 2 weeks later. We are here. Saban went from toned to muscular. Cena signed with NWA Florida, probably to defend the title. And Colt Cabana went also to muscular. Man, everyone's getting ripped. 115, we're getting a little bit more. Even though the economy's going to hell, people are still showing up to my shows. I like it. Simon Diamond doing his thing. Mikey Henderson got brought to Wrestlers Court for being an hour late to pick up his travel partner, and now he must buy his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Colt Cabana is in fine form, keeping an eye on the mood, keeping everyone in a great mood with hilarious road stories. Bobby Roode and Mickey J have been talking to each other, and Mickey J is having a degree of influence over Bobby Roode. Summer came up to me with an angle. Cool. Okay. 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 Let's do some team bonding. All right. So this one didn't do that good. It wasn't eye candy. So this is how it's supposed to be. Is it because the match was too short? Because my sweet lord, that is not great. 29-11 in crowd rating. Ugh. John Cena comes out, and before he can even begin the talk, Elix Skipper comes out and says, "Hey, you beat me for the title once, but you won through fluke and mirrors, or smoke and mirrors, and I'm going to beat you tonight." Cena says, all right, well, bring it, and I'll make sure that after I beat your ass tonight, you're not going to come back for it. And sure enough, John Cena defeated Elix Skipper with a Blue Thunder side slam. Only a 35. What is going on here? That doesn't instill in me any confidence. AJ Styles comes out, does the typical X Division open challenge. Come on out if you want to have a shot at me. And bang, Jason Cross and AJ Styles have a phenomenal match. That is going to single-handedly bring that up. And AJ broke 70. He did a 71. Thank God. 62 match rating, 31 crowd rating, a 53 segment rating. Thank you, Styles, for bringing up the show. Kind of hard to come up with any storylines right now where I want to get out of debt as fast as possible. And the moment I'm out of debt, then I got to restructure everything. Because a lot of the players that I thought I was going to have for a while, I don't have anymore. We lost $45. That's not great, but I can deal with that. Nothing else. So that's definitely not what I wanted to have happen, you know. I wanted to have everything. Okay, Umaga just bonded with Stacy Keibler. I wasn't prepared for that. Ace Steel evolving. He's evolving into a dog. He's going to bite people. Midwest and Great Lakes went up by 1. But now I got to go and fix these storylines. And I'm going to do it now. We're going to end that storyline because Jeff Jarrett just hasn't been around. Our tag team one is doing very hot, but we just haven't used it because we just don't have tag teams. The women's is doing fine, so we're gonna leave the women's in the X division how it is. I'm gonna make Cena's rise to the top. Bam, there we go. Cena's rise to the top, and Cena's gonna play the main role here, and we're gonna have the people trying to knock him down. Cena is a face major star. So a couple of other major stars that we can have him face. Where's AJ? Oh, AJ's already in another thing, so he can't be in this one. We're going to put Monty Brown. Let's see. Let's get another face and heel that are megastars that we can afford specifically. Let's go Michael Shane because he'll put on good matches, and now we need a face. Major star. Air Paris. All right. This is going to be the weirdest fatal four-way thing we got going on. But there we go. We got one. It's going to be all about Cena continuing to be the man until Jeff Jarrett comes and knocks him down. Oh, sweet lord. Okay. Jay Briscoe is muscular. Cena signed two more one-night deals, probably defended the title twice. And Monty Brown is now an entertainer wrestler. Ugh. I don't know if that's good. It might be, might not be. Going to meet you again on the day of the show. I regret to inform you that our journey to the night of the show has been stopped because Simon Diamond wants more money. You know what? Here, take the money. Did that solve your problem? No. You're still not getting booked. So you can come in and you can do your stuff, and we're just never going to pay you money for it. Did one more show. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Cena did one more show and defended the title. Nobody gets the night off. That's pretty normal. 112 fans. Oh, the economy fell. So now we're starting to feel a pinch. We're just going to go with that. Booking team meeting. We're good. Locker room incidents. Hey, Cassidy, you come up to me with a deal. Simon Diamond and Petey Williams got into an argument. I'm not. Why are you guys even here? I'm not even using you. Simon Diamond does his thing, and that's the end. We are having no after school extracurricular activities. All right, we open up weekly event number 26. Lacey defeats Alexis Lurie in 5 minutes and 38 seconds to win the NWA World Women's title again for, I think, maybe the second or third time. I'm not quite sure. But Alexis Lurie, after defending it twice, has lost it once more. But she's entitled to a rematch clause, which is what technically this was for Lacey. She just didn't get hers right away. We then head on to the next segment. John Cena comes out and he talks about how important it is to be the good ambassador for the NWA. How when he wanted the title, when he fought for it, when he clawed for it, he wasn't prepared for the burden that it was. But now that it's here, he relishes the opportunity. He welcomes the extra amount of stress, and he's confident in his own abilities. And this is when Chris Hero comes out and challenges him to a match, which John Cena originally says no to. But Chris Hero brings up a good point. A while back, these two men fought each other. Chris Hero, in his second match in the company, beat John Cena clean. And if that isn't a good indication that Chris Hero is a legitimate contender for the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, nothing ever will be. A straight-up victory over the current champion. He then says, if you really are a fighting champion, if you really have confidence in your abilities, then you will put the title on the line tonight. But if you walk out of this ring, you are nothing more than a coward. And upon saying that, Cena and Hero have a match. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted, a good match. Cena defeats Chris Hero. After Chris Hero gets disqualified, the match goes on. It goes back and forth for a while. And as Cena goes to go for the Blue Thunder side slam, he pretty much spins him out. Hero lands on his feet and just punts him right in the nuts. Instant disqualification, but then Hero beats into him after that, wounding and hurting John Cena as a result. This kicks off the storyline. I added Chris Hero to it after the fact. But yeah, great way to start out the storyline because now Cena is vulnerable. He is not having a great time. But now we head on to the penultimate angle, the penultimate segment of the show. We have AJ Styles, the X Division Open Challenge. And Elix Skipper is the one who answers it. And we just head straight on into a match of 53. That's what I want to see. The whole purpose of the X Division, put on good matches. Just help the rating, please. A 60 wrestling rating, a 34 crowd rating, and a 53 segment rating. A 50 on the show, and nobody's mad about angles. That's exactly what I want to see. We will give this one to AJ and Cena. We're just going to keep doing this. We want those guys to be happy. We don't want them to leave. But at the same time, we don't want to piss anyone else off. So I think we'll do it this one more week. Because it should be happy on both of them. No, Cena was happy. Styles was pleased. $78, but then again, we lost a handful of people, which means we lost their merchandise money. Ooh, the merchandise money took a hit, despite having 112 people in this, I guess. Yeah, that is hurting our industry a little bit. Popularity, nothing. That's fine. Hey, Vince. Put that goddamn smile away. We have we have declaration by Ken Shamrock. Oh, he's in WCW. Yeah, you really can't. Oh, he actually is carrying the company. I'm not gonna lie. He's got a 70. That's actually not bad at all. So with half the month to go, we're sitting at a profit of $407. How's the size looking? Any spillover? I suppose we haven't got any in Canada, although I suppose that makes sense considering how far away from Canada we really are. With that said, I don't think there's anything else to really look at. Still can't look at anything there. Instead, we're going to skip to the end of the month, and we're going to see how our finances look at that junction. All right, and here we are at the end of June, at the beginning of July, and we get the halfway point of the year. At this junction, it is The Undertaker who is the male wrestler of the year. WWE is the Company of the Year. The female tag team champions. Oh my God, it's Jacqueline and Molly Holly. There's Triple H and Stone Cold. They're back again. Match of the year is William Regal and Chris Benoit versus Undertaker and Stone Cold. Match of the year, or show of the year is No Way Out. Young wrestler of the year is Naomichi Marufuji. Female young wrestler of the year, it is Jackie Gata. You don't even know what the hell kind of matches are you wrestling. You don't have good stats for that. Why did we go all the way down here? All right. Jacqueline is the female veteran of the year. Kevin Nash is the male. Female wrestler of the year is Chyna. Female independent is Nikki. God, why do you have to be in California? Oh, I wouldn't mind using you because you actually are a good wrestler. Mr. Electro, who is from Mexico. Oh, you actually have good stats, but and you're pretty over in Mexico, all things considered. Scott Steiner. Oh, was he hurt? I wasn't even aware he got hurt. All things considered, here we go. Oh, 0-1. 0-1's back in business. Oh no. Cena got signed by ECCW, probably to defend the title. Samoa Joe did a couple of things. We are sitting at a pretty penny spot. We are under $1,500 in debt. We are probably just a couple of months from getting out of it entirely, at which point we can focus a little bit more on what we're doing week to week. Now it's just we got to get our head above the water, and once we're not doggy paddling anymore, we can do a little bit more with what we have. But so far, we're doing pretty well. Cena's rise to the top. That's a good start. The women's is doing pretty good. The X Division's doing just as good. Styles is just putting on banger after banger after banger. We're probably going to end up losing him. How's he even sitting at this? He's at a 68 in technical. He's about to get up to 70. Oh, his charisma's a 64, so he's getting better. There we go. So this is all AJ Styles' stuff here. His brawling has gone up 2. His technical's gone up 1. His hardcore's gone up 5. What kind of hardcore matches are you wrestling? Pro wrestling went up by 6. His mental skills, his psychology went up by 3. His experience went up to 21. His reputation went up to 80. His respect went up to 7. Performance skills went up by 1, went up by 1, went up by 1. Stayed. Fundamentals went up by 6 in basics. Went up by 1 in selling. Nothing and nothing. Oh, he actually went up to 86 and then went back down to 85. Physical abilities, his stamina went down. His athleticism is doing good. Power is good. Resilience is good. And toughness is good. Other skills, yeah, that doesn't matter. So Styles is getting just better. If we look here, oh my lord. If we go back a year, he was sitting at 23 in the Southeast. He is now 35. That is wild. He is doing phenomenal. He's going to get taken, and I'm not going to be happy about it. If we look at someone like John Cena is sitting at 32. So Styles is actually more over than Cena right now. Jeff Jarrett, he's still sitting at a pretty reasonable amount. Is there anybody else that we were using a lot? Punk, he's doing good in a couple spots. Elix Skipper. Oh, I forget how over Elix is. My sweet lord. Okay. Daniels is doing good. Hero is starting to get booked a little bit more here. Other than that's about it. But I'm hopeful for the future. We're just about out of debt. And when we're out of debt, we'll be able to focus on bigger and better things. I hope to see you all in the next episode. Have a good night.